Hey, buddy. Thanks very much, Rexy. I promise I was not waiting for you. I was doing a different thing and then suddenly realized you had raided. Appreciate you, bud. Always do. Oh, man. Oh, there's a horse. Somebody's going somewhere, I take it. I hope there's not a person on that horse because I cannot see them. Interesting. Oh, I can see a person now. It's my friend Dick. Hello, Deke.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm sorry I did not see you back there. I saw your horse, but not you.
Just picking some oregano over here. Make some bait for
There's
later.
Quite a bit of it, my friend. Quite a bit
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. How you doing? Sorry about yesterday.
Oh, it is fine, my friend. It is fine. I'm hanging in there. Things things were going well, and then they went sideways, and now I'm not sure where things stand for.
With Minnie or with what?
No. For
Let's go
Mr.
back
Pavel.
to camp. Are you busy?
I just need to take telegrams at some point, but
Okay. All right. What's going on?
I went to do some work with a woman named Ivy Brightwell, if you know the name.
I know the name. I don't know that I know her.
I don't know whether you'll get a chance to know her.
Oh, really?
She is someone that Pavel has been haunting, at odds with. I'm not sure exactly. But
She doesn't ride with Waggy and them, does she?
no, but she lived in Colter for a while.
Okay.
I don't know the full extent of all of that. I'm sure Pavel thought he had good reason for what he did. But it involved going after her a few times and shooting a friend of hers, and I don't know exactly. Suffice to say, she thought she had good enough reason to seek justice, her words. And for him, it seemed more a revenge fantasy. And I suppose he thought to give her the potential opportunity to bury the conflict, give it up, so to speak.
Yeah.
Even offered her blood if she wanted it. He cut his palm open and held it out for her to shake, and things escalated. She pointed a gun at him. He slapped it out of her hand because she put it in his face, so to speak, and he sort of started insisting, and she was absolutely terrified, pulled out a knife and went after him, and she sliced him up pretty good.
This is yesterday?
Yesterday, yes.
Wow.
I put him on a horse, rode him into Limpany, found no one there. Then had the presence of mind to staunch the bleeding as best I could. Took him to thieves here, and actually quite a number of folk were about, the bastards and so forth. So we did a bit more, but realized none of us really had much medical training. Took him into Blackwater and got him seen by a local doctor. We couldn't find a medic. And so she slashed his throat open. I imagine he'll speak again. He was conscious enough yesterday. Very, very out of things, walking around with his navy in hand, mumbling under his breath until he passed out. But Hattie and Roger took him away somewhere. Roger rode out of Thieves, swearing vengeance on everything. And I think he even found her and tried to shoot her, but she was blocked in by some folk at the Blackwater Medical Office who refused to get out of his way. So,
wow.
Yep. I can't help feeling that it's somewhat my fault. Because Pavel came up to me and asked if it was Ivy and whether she still felt like she needed revenge or something. And my response, being who I am, is I'm not going to stand in between you. Let's just ask and I'll get out of the way. And so I asked her, and she proceeded to sort of divulge all of the thoughts she had, including not being sure if she wanted justice, but being sure that she wasn't ready to seek it then. And at that point, he decided it would be a good time to reveal what if he was standing in the wheat field with you. And she went pale and, I think, stopped.
What does that mean?
Well, he was in the wheat field. He was listening to her.
Oh.
She didn't realize it, I don't think. But for a moment there, I think she thought I had brought him somehow. Which, I mean, I've told you things going on with Runa. I have no intention of bringing someone who intentionally causes any sort of reaction in another person anywhere near them, if I can help it. Not if the person still has that reaction dwelling in them, I suppose.
Huh.
I don't know exactly. I did not anticipate spending the last few hours of my evening with my hands clasped to his neck, holding his breath in for him.
Man.
Hattie tried to pay me afterwards, and I refused. Pavel may not be a man that I trust to lead me, but he is, at least in his own way, loyal to his own code and trustworthy, at least where that is.
On the same page as far as that goes. I mean, he probably figured out I'm mostly around because of Violet.
No shame in being interested in someone and mostly being around for them.
I just think Pavel only sees real narrow. And if you're not happen to be in his field of vision, you might get overlooked, and that might cost you pretty big.
Overlooked or left behind, yes.
Right.
That's why I stayed in That's why I've stayed in Thieves, even though most of the rest of you went off to Limpany. Pavel, I think, invited most of you to go with him, and I was never even told where they were going.
Me neither. Like I said, I'm only ever been. I mean, sometimes I feel stupid like a puppy dog, but go there because Violet's there. I mean, I got shot down with Hattie.
My friend,
never
you
said a word about it after.
you know the business I am in, and
yeah.
I believe yesterday I told you that I voluntarily gave my fingerprints to a sheriff in order to. I
So you
fully
can go
understand. Not that I think of myself as a puppy dog, but she is certainly more of a lost soul than.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I know Violet was out hunting for like 2 days. She went on a little hunting trip. She was back a little bit ago, so if people telegrammed her, she probably knows all that, but
Sure.
she already went to bed. She just needed some rest for a couple days.
She's been hunting for 2 days. It's not a surprise.
Yeah. And things have just been a lot around here lately.
Indeed. I think while we were in the Blackwater Medical Office, I think the McKinley brothers showed up. And Jesse and Vern stood outside the office just in case. So.
How you doing?
Me or him?
Well, you too, but just saying howdy to this fella.
Sure. Whoa. We got all the things. Paolo are stabbing each other. They've been chased around by Blueberry. Had to listen to a guard torture Benji. Oof. With cigarettes. You're funny. Oh, yeah, good, good, good. I had my sister, not my sister. It's my significant other, not my sister. Right, 5 p.m. tomorrow I need to do. That's right. I forgot about that.
Abdul, I gotta lay my head down for a little while. I'm sorry, brother.
Oh, you go, my friend. You are well.
I hope that works out. Keep me posted if you need anything from me. You
Of course.
send me a telegram, all right?
Of course, my friend. Of course. That's not how you spell cigarettes. This part of the stream for the next little bit is going to be a little bit boring as I'm sending telegrams. Hopefully not too many. I can do this quickly. So, the single deputy that Abdul knows the best and might be willing to actually go with him is probably Zoe. He doesn't have a good way to get a hold of Zoe unless he can telegram Mackenzie. Which we could do. Inquire. Is that the right word there? What's enquire versus inquire? We're going to inquire because UK. Yep. Cool. I don't think we need to talk to Manius about that. We telegrammed him, we telegrammed her, we telegrammed Wainwright. I don't think we needed... I'm not going to interact with Strange because we've already got something with Corvid, and they're operating out of the same space. Let me throw something to Hades real quick. We could talk to Emerson, maybe. That could be an idea. Okay. I'm gonna check the job board. So I did a job board earlier and I got paid in rabbit skins. I have 20 rabbit skins now that I'm not sure what to do with them except for maybe sell them. We want to use this. We need a medical bag. Sure, go that way. Whatever. I'm going to take a tour briefly past the sheriff's office. Here. I'll probably send a tip about it. If I'm not able to find anybody. I want to particularly find somebody that Abdul already knows. Especially if we can find somebody that is kind of familiar with Runa. There's a whole list of people in the actual Discord. Doing well. How are you, my friend?
Well, I've had better days.
I'm sorry
do
to
you
hear that,
know
Mr.
of
Hangman.
anyone around who could perform medical services on someone?
I do not, my friend. I got roped into it last night simply because of where I was. There does not seem to be anyone in the medical office. Have you tried the medical
that's
tip
what I was
line?
looking. I'm gonna have to. Mr. Henry was injured, I believe.
I see.
Blue Dog and Colt are probably in the clutches of the law right now.
Ah, I understand. I have not seen anyone, but I've only been awake for perhaps a half hour, if that.
All right. Well, I'll be returning. Henry is sitting at Thieves' Landing, so we're going to have to move him somewhere when we can.
Indeed. Make sure he is at least comfortable.
We will try. We will try. All right. I'm sure I will see you.
Of course, it's hard to exactly explain what that means to him. There's a couple folks. There's 2 horses, but that doesn't mean anything. We got people there. Nobody I recognize, so we're gonna ignore it. We need to deal with this. Because we were in the middle of maybe running Shine last night when Pavel appeared and I wonder if I hadn't said anything at all to Ivy, what would have happened. If Pavel would have just been fine. It was a really good scene because of Pavel popping up and, like, chatting and crazy stuff happened, but, like, I don't know. If anybody was here for that. Folks in the chat, feel free to talk if you want. It makes things more interesting. So I don't feel like I'm talking in an echo chamber. I'm going to go to Quaker's Landing. Quaker's Cove. Quaker's Cove. There we go. Cardwiz, hey. Dion, how's it going? Yeah, I honestly, like, there's a split thing. That's okay, Cardwiz. I'm glad you're here. I hope you are well. Jesse brought up a really interesting point after that, which is, well, Pavel offered her blood, and she took it. So there's one of 2 ways we can treat this now. One, everything's done. The blood has been taken. Blood is fine. We're over it. Or y'all treat this as a problem and it's a vengeance issue now, and I guess that's a thing that you'll have to decide. And Roger and Hattie both definitely went with the vengeance aspect. So that's kind of, I guess, ruling things for them. Abdul wishes that was not the case. Ivy is... She's at least trying to, like, be in it but not in it, I suppose. Which is maybe the dangerous side. Like, he recognizes being here where he is. Like, you're gonna run afoul of people sometimes. We nearly put our foot in it with Waggy before. We're trying to get 52 cards. If we can get 52 cards, we'll get a deck. And depending on the deck, we may be able to sell it for a decent amount. If it's a Van Horn deck, we'll be able to make Violet and Deke very, very happy. That's the ideal. But I'm not prioritizing the cards. I'm just kind of doing it in between other things just to do it. The problem is there was absolutely a space where Ivy could have shaken his hand and everything would have been done. Everything would have been buried. He would have left her alone unless he heard that she was going to do something else, because he said as much. And Abdul at least trusts that Pavel's going to obey that. Like, if he's going to do what he says what he says, he's going to hold to it. That looks like a dead Del Lobo. Yeah, so they know stuff well enough to hopefully get things figured out.
We're gonna have to take him to Strawberry.
Sure. Best of luck, my friend.
All right, we'll see you.
Yep. there's the wolf. I'm just going to deal with the wolf because it's here. I hope the wolf isn't what messed up Henry, because I'll have to have words with Gerbils about that, because that would be twice now that he's been messed up by wolves. The last time was a stupid offense. We're just going to process this and then throw... I could just straight and make mash real quick. I have the funds. I probably should just do it to get it done. Because I have enough for 6, which is 150 sugar. Yeah, I should just process it real quick, then I can put it all on the wagon and I don't need to think about it. Just a quick. Alright, this is going to be a little bit annoying to watch really quickly, but hopefully will not take long. Ugh. And then we can go to Strawberry, go to Valentine. Probably Rhodes. Saint Denis might have somebody. I should go to Emerald to see whether Mackenzie's there, because then I can ask Mackenzie if he thinks Zoe would do that sort of thing. I kind of think she would. Especially, I mean, she's encountered Runa. She's met Runa. Abdul has sort of protected her from Runa's impulsiveness in the past. We stopped her from potentially taking a bolt-action rifle from her. Yeah, 100% Dion. And that's the tricky thing for the rest of us, and it's kind of always been that way, it feels like. I don't know the full story with it. I know that she was in Coulter for a while, and people equate Coulter, of course, with the Rude Boys. So there's a thought that maybe the whole thing started because she was with people that Pavel didn't want her around. But that's not gonna... Thanks, Card, you too. That's not going to do anything. Like you can warn somebody off about something very easily, and it may mean absolutely nothing to them. They don't need to listen to you. This. Okay, I think the wolf probably dealt. Oh no, he's fine. Okay. Just kidding. That's the tricky thing with Thieves Landing is there's a bunch of like drunk gangsters, more or less, the Del Lobos, who just kind of lays around. Unless gunfighting starts happening, and then the NPCs will like kind of become active and start problems. That's fine. So I need 15 more. Cool. And I have some sugar and a bit of wheat. So I need to check this before I go do more shining later on. So normally my urge would be check all of the boards. We're just gonna do Manzanita because we've already looked at thieves. And I will probably go strawberry, the cattail board, and then over to Valentine, and just then move to, all right, let's see if we can find a lawman who may be willing to, maybe around / willing to go with us Thursday. Hooper is most likely towards Armadillo, and Hooper might just say no on principle because we were at the auction where everybody was beating the crap out of him. But at the same time, I didn't have anything to do with that. So he may even... He might even be fine. But I don't really know. Hooper would be an interesting one because we kind of want to get a little closer with Hooper because Hooper seems to be a bit crooked. Tend to the witches. Nope. Not up there. Moonshine. Yeah, not doing these. So there wasn't anybody in Blackwater. We're going to go to Strawberry now. So just thinking about it though, Dion, like the interesting thing. Let me actually make sure you're even still here. Yeah. The really interesting thing about it is most of the confrontations that have happened between Ivy and Pavel are one-on-one scenes. Buck and Heckstuff, I think, are fairly careful about not engaging a lot of other people because she's usually by herself. And like, I think part of the reason Pavel even felt good about the possibility of walking up in Emerald was it was Abdul there and Chaucer, who he had met the night before, although he didn't really remember Chaucer. So there's a neutral party, me, who doesn't have a horse in the race one way or the other. Like, I have my ultimate goal is betterment of everybody, especially in that case. We want Ivy to be better and free of the boogeyman that is Pavel, and we would love for Pavel to leave Ivy alone. And multiple outlaws kind of have their own honor code thought process about the whole thing, including Pavel, which is where he's like, listen, if I hear that you're coming after me, then I'm going to come after you. That's how this thing works. And for most of them, they're trying to like tell her in a way that, like, if you want to be in the life, you have to be ready for all the stuff that's going to come with the life. Some of that being if you're riding alone and you tell somebody that you're coming for them, you better be ready to come for them and not be surprised when there's other folk around. And they've been really good about, like, making sure that it's not super uneven most of the time. Where that breaks down is, of course, Hattie and Roger and Violet and other people that ride with Pavel potentially showing up and getting involved. But now you have a whole different problem because now it is 1 on 4, 1 on 6. Does not seem to be anybody up in the jail. Nice. are going to do the tip line. We're going to send in the tip now. Because this is just like... Ivy probably said a little more than what you said. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, Abdul sort of provoked her into talking, like asked her about stuff. This is part of why Abdul feels a bit responsible. We need to compose to law. So part of the reason why we want to do this fantastic. That's the 23rd. What is it called? When you go along with a dance, a chaperone. Ooh, escort. Yeah. That is a much better word. Thank you, Dion. Accompany is definitely the wrong word. Accompany's like, hey, come with me. Escort is like, hey, can you take me over there and bring me back? Like, that's, yeah, that's good. Yes, 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 yes. I'm even going to change this to escort, I think. Calm down.
Did my own one.
There's nobody here. Will you come on a date with me to prison to go visit my girlfriend? Wait a second. That's funny. Actually, I don't know this one as well as I thought I did. We're gonna go to Cattail. Check the board there. So normally we would just run all the boards. We're not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna run the first 3 that are sort of Bill's responsibility, which are the ones in West Elizabeth. And then we're going north. So it would be ideal if we could find a deputy who normally is stationed in Blackwater or up in Strawberry. Yeah, thanks, Dion. Appreciate you stopping by. It'd be ideal if we could find somebody in one of those 2, because those 2 towns are where we're frequent and where we're supposed to be a lot of the time. I know that Two Hands, Two Thumbs is, I think, at the moment streaming on one of his other characters, but it would be neat if Deputy Huxley saw it and was like, yeah, I could do that. Just in terms of speculation, like, I would love to find a particular deputy willing to do it, because I think role-playing with people that want to do something rather than people that are like, well, nobody else is doing it, I guess I'll go, is huge and is very interesting. I had an interview earlier with the Saints Crossing Department of Health for a different character, Robert Norton Moody, who is the main character that I started with. I created him, played him a fair amount. He was a civilian. He got robbed a couple times. He is a civilian, I should say. He lives out in Tumbleweed at the moment. Just kind of putzes around doing jobs between there and Armadillo. Sometimes makes his way out to McFarland in order to do ranch chores. But he has a friend at Kerrigan named Phyllis, whose sister is a medic, and he's been interested in medic stuff and blah, blah, blah. But the cool thing already is having done the interview, I already feel like I have a couple spots where I can roleplay stronger with people. One of them being like, people don't stop you for no reason. Like, they want to roleplay with you. And that's usually the case when I'm stopping people. It's like, hey, I'm riding around. I want to interact with somebody. You're here. Let's do it. So sort of in that regard, like, if at all possible, if we can get a guard, if we can get a deputy that wants to be there, that would be awesome. And then I stopped it right there. That would be so good. So good. So did y'all come over from Rexy? I hope he had a good stream. He usually does. He's always a fun time. No, I mean, there's a beaver one, but we don't really want to poach. At the moment, we do. Now we go to Valentine. This is tricky too, because like we also want to chat with Fletcher still. We gave Fletcher our telegram, but Fletcher could have been busy. So it's entirely possible that we won't get a lot of chance to do that. Heck, I'd take Greaves. Like, a sheriff certainly has much better things to do. There's a wolf behind me. Hopefully it stays there. Sheriffs absolutely have better things to do than go on Sisika trips. But if Greaves wanted to actually, like, escort this kid who wants to go visit Runa, who has basically expressed that there's no reason he shouldn't just execute her for her crimes. It could be a really interesting roleplay. Really cool scene if he were to be the one to go. Because I don't know what Runa would do at that point. And one of the fun things, so Thistlebrook and I chat a little bit out of character just to like figure out how we want to reveal stuff and help her tell the story. Because a lot of what we're really doing is Abdul is trying to help reform Runa by talking with people and getting them to chat with her and be willing to talk about things. Which reminds me, I have to remember tomorrow at 5, we got to be in Valentine to chat with Dr. Orvid. Dr. Orvid, C. Orvid, I guess it's Cornelius Orvid, maybe somebody mentioned. One of them newfangled psychologists. Regardless, it'll be good. Yeah.
Marion Boat, and these is what do they call it? Down, some shit.
Valentine people are being weird as usual. This is the point where we wish like I wish Middleditch still had a deputy. I understand why he perma'd Scrump. I just wish he actually like still had a character around that could do this exact thing. It would make for an interesting scene for sure. We can find Mackenzie and ask him about Zoe. Zoe, I think, is a senior deputy, though. She probably wouldn't be free to do so. As much as I wish she could. That's not anybody I know. Here's the question. Do we do Emerald and then Rhodes? I think we do. We go to Emerald, we go to Rhodes. Emerald is somewhat important because not only can we find out if Mackenzie's there, I don't think he will be, just in all sincerity. I imagine he has other things going on. We can talk to him, though, if he is there, and go, hey, we're trying to do this. Do you have any advice / do you know of any deputies who might be willing to help? And if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's fine. We hope he does. The other thing, though, that I realize is Blue Dog and Colt are in the hands of Law, which means something went down earlier. So Law may be busy at the moment. So riding around looking for people right now isn't necessarily going to work. And I mean, that's why the tip line's there. But There's the scene of the crime on the left.
Sheesh.
Drop out of that mode now. Cinematic mode is great until something stupid happens, like you run over somebody or run into something or whatever. It's really nice though when it's like, I want to go from here to here. May I do so? Yes. Fantastic. Thank you. There's no horse. Mackenzie is probably not around. That's okay. I'm gonna throw the cigarettes I have. The one of them. Oh. Throw that in there because I don't need it. Yeah, there's no bartender here. Let's do it because I want it. I like having it on hand. That means I can ignore things later on. We're gonna go to the Emerald Board. We're just gonna skip the Cumberland one, I guess, and probably also the one in Lemoyne by LeCay or toward LeCay. We're just checking to see what, if any, jobs are available and around. Because if there's one that we can just snatch up where it's like, hey, this is a nitro job for this. And even if we don't have the thing, it's like, yeah, I'll take it. I can get the thing. It's fine. We'll make it work. And the ones for resources sometimes are worth it. Nope. Okay. That's fine. We're gonna go to Rhodes now. Because Rhodes has a sheriff's office. And I might even... I want to do a knife up a bit, but I also don't want to do a knife up because if I lose the knife, that's just money that I've spent. At this point, it's a $8.05 thing because I just took a knife and I slapped a tag on it that said FTC. Or slapped an item label, rather. I'm not entirely sure where you get item labels from. Or item tags. Excuse me, item tags. I'm not entirely sure where you get item tags from. But Quentin the other day was pretty excited about getting a document folder full of them. Yeah, we're just... Really now, a lot of what we're doing is the prep work. I might even just... I could... Yeah, we can check the one, and then... Am I still going the right way? Yeah. Woohoo! One of the things that I do periodically is just see even. There's a deputy around. There's at least 2, I guess. So the wild tag, I use occasionally just to kind of figure out whether people are online and if there seem to be people in groups or if there's an event happening or anything like that. I don't know. I don't even do that. I do that more just to figure out like if somebody I know is streaming, it's interesting to know if it's a character that I definitely know and have roleplayed with, to find out whether, like, if they're around, if I might run into them. Versus if it's somebody I don't know. Create some moonshine, pig carcasses. Nah. Okay. So it's possible we might not even really find anybody. Which, I mean, we're sending one now at 11. Depending on when we're able to get on tomorrow, we can get on and send a tip immediately. And just go, hey, I'm still looking for an escort. If we haven't heard anything. Which, again, if I can find somebody specifically to roleplay with, I will do so. And one of the things that tipping the tip line constantly will do in our favor is make it so that Aldrich and Mary and whoever else are guards there might be able to be present.
Hey there. Sorry, just wanted to say hi.
Hello? How are you, my friend?
Doing all right. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Just felt like testing your horses, padding out.
Hello there.
Hello, my friend.
A little bit hungry from your travels.
Sorry, what?
Are you a little bit hungry from your travels?
No, thank you. I'm quite all right. I stopped for a stew just a bit ago. Thank you, though, my friend.
Aye, well, this is too bad for you.
I suppose
This
so.
is so bad for you. I'm so very sorry.
Be well, my friend.
Yes.
I know that was an active no to an RP, but... they're going somewhere. It's fine. There looks like there might be people here, so... they're all outside medic. somebody in there. Yeah, they could be rangers. Yeah. We might not really get anything done today, and that's okay. We've sent the tip line in. We don't have anything for Emerson. We don't have anything for... Like, the only law we really know is Wainwright and Manius now. Approach this other than sending a tip line. Maybe sending a telegram to maybe sending a telegram to Mackenzie to see what he says. A local, so to speak. We're gonna check Saint Denis now, I guess. At least we can go to the boards. Or the board here. Heck, we might as well even try the sheriff's office, which is there. We've only ever been inside it once, and it was just the front door. But I guess Thursday we'd be back here again. Here's the sheriff's office. Which, guess what? There's nobody here. Nobody at all. Wow. Look at all the mugshots. I guess we go to the telegram office. And then to Blackwater and then Thieves, I suppose. If there's not a lot we can do, then there's not a lot we can do. Certainly enough people around the telegram office. Jeez. That could be Zoe right there, actually. I don't know though. It could be the Pavi. Oh, we're in green.
You haven't seen any doctors around, would you?
Afraid
really
I'm
only
not
just
to know,
got
my
in
friend.
town anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. It's real tough when you don't really know what's going on and you can't really do a lot. We're gonna buy a Navy. I think the bank is right there. Yes. What on earth are you doing, my friend? That was very weird. Just kind of stopping me right in front of the door.
Tell me you saw that. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay.
It's a simple thing. I would like you to get on the horse, my boy. Thank you. And now we go back. Jeez. Now we ride back. Yeah, that's not a gang or anything. Folk in black and green. It's like Bowser's, only not as bright. The old Bowser boys were green and gold. We gotta work on the pitch. It's like, say you get arrested for doing a bank, and you've shot at somebody, and they take your gun. How would you like having someone who would sell you a new one for cheap? Because that's what we do here at Flatneck. We're not really going through there. I'm pretty sure I have tobacco in my hotel room to be able to do more cigarettes. I might go out to Armadillo, do the quick loop where we shoot the cougar just in case, grab the card at McFarlane. Probably the one at Riggs too. Might run up to, actually. Yeah, we'll probably go Flatneck, Limpany in here. Just to kind of check on things. What is that? Like a whole farm right here. Oh yeah, I remember this. Sure, I remember you. always go the wrong way there. I need to go left when I usually go right. Because that's Flatneck. This is the tricky thing. Like, the people... The person that I wish could go with me is Tanixian, and as either... as Damon Reeves, I suppose. Well, I haven't heard anything good about Damon. I haven't heard about Damon, actually. It's fine. I don't really anticipate anybody even being here. Yeah. No people, no fire, no nothing. We're gonna go to Riggs. Check the telegrams. Probably not finding anything. It's alright. You know. Gotta check. Gotta check at least. I have no idea who that was. It's even emptier than it was before. Great. There's just a boat there. Hmm. All right. Well, we're gonna go. It's a little disheartening, actually. Go to thieves. Go through Quaker, pull cards again. I don't know. I could telegram Minnie and be like, hey, I'm having trouble finding a deputy to agree to escort me to visit you. Any ideas? That's actually not a bad idea. Guess we're gonna go to McFarland. It is really nice now. More or less having the way to a place memorized. Unlikely that there's a cougar. Probably also not super likely that there'll even be law in Armadillo. cool. Job board, cougar pelt to armadillo. Yeah. Ice blocks, milk. Ugh. Maybe we don't telegram wall. Just do that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, hit me back. Hit me back. Come on. Come on, hit me back.
Oh, you're all right, my friend.
No, 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 no. I insist. Come on.
Who are you, anyway?
Depends who's asking.
My name is Abdul-Qadir.
Hey, what's going on, Egypt?
Rattlesnake, how are you?
That could be better. Tried to reach my hand out to grab my fucking telegrams and I accidentally hit you.
No worries, no worries.
How you been? Everything's good? Business is good?
Business is well. Everything else is. We're finding out.
Well, hey, if you want to complain, if you want to rant, I'm here. I got cigarettes.
I appreciate it. I have no end of folk offering the same, it seems. But,
Well, that's always good. Friends are good. People that want to hear you out is good. You don't want to just scream out into the void now, do you?
this guy sounds so familiar. No, indeed. I believe there is a man who said if you spend too long looking into the void, it will look back at yourself.
Yeah, you spend too much time with your thoughts, it will eat away at you. Like some fucking worms. What do worms eat? I don't know.
Dirt, I
Either
think.
way. Yeah. Dirt.
When was Nietzsche
You like
even
worms
around?
eating dirt.
Oh
But
yeah,
instead it's your
Nietzsche's
brain.
written by now.
It's constantly eating away at you.
Indeed, my friend. Indeed.
I could be better myself. Not gonna lie to you. Had some shit. I think I saw you. Did I see you in Limpany the other day, a few days ago?
I live there, so it is very likely.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Some shit went down in Limpany with me, but I understood it. Wasn't comfortable, but they didn't treat me badly. That's kind of where I'm based out of these days.
Ah, very good. We are practically neighbors then.
Yeah. So it seems. Just trying to get off my feet. Seems like Limpany and the people that reside there, they offer opportunity, so I'm making my rounds around there. I've been through there twice
Sometimes they
today.
do. Sometimes they do. There was an event late last night that may have set things astir. That the main fellow whose vision Limpany is grievously injured at the moment.
Pavel?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. You gotta tell me, because I think Pavel's a good guy. What happened? I was in New York for the past 4 days.
Most, I think, would agree with you. There is a woman that he has a strained relationship with, something about wanting her away from a certain group. And he may have attacked her a few times. Might have attacked another friend of hers, I'm not sure.
What's her name?
Ivy? Brightwell? Brightwell.
Ivy. I think I met an Ivy at the St. Denis telegram station. She was with a fella by the name of Chassa and something else. I don't know if that's the same Ivy you're talking about.
I believe that would be the same Ivy, yes. I've met Mr. Chaucer. But Pavel asked if she wanted to bury the thing. He was willing to offer even blood to her in order to end it. And whatever he has done such a number on her that she attacked him, because I do not think she could bear to simply let things go. And in the melee, she cut his throat.
So what happened to him?
Well, I picked him up, ran him to Limpany, from there to Thieves, from there to Blackwater. And we did as much as we could for him. A local doctor wound up doing the actual surgery, but a few of the bastards and I did as much as we could otherwise. So, last I saw, he was in a carriage being taken away from Thieves.
Is he in critical condition, or is he good?
Was
he stable?
The doctor said he was stable, sedated. He was... Before they forced him onto the stagecoach, he was wandering around blearily waving a navy. So...
Oh, God.
I don't know who Rattlesnake actually is.
He was the main one that was offering me work.
Indeed, as I said, that is the thing with Limpany. It very much relies upon him.
Seems like it revolves around him almost.
It is his dream, I suppose. Yes.
I see. And how long? This was yesterday, right? Last night?
By some reckonings, you could even say this morning.
Right, okay. So this was very recent,
I mean, indeed. Very, very.
and you don't recover from a slit throat overnight. God damn it.
Not generally, no.
No wonder he didn't respond to my telegram.
There are a few of you about, all looking for work. Perhaps you could band together and do something together.
Yeah, you know, I was able to get on my first bank job the other day.
Oh, very good, very good.
Got out alive. Obviously, or else I'd be in Cisco or I'd be fucking
I
dead.
see, yes, I see.
However, the people that I did it with, they don't seem like good folk. I haven't
Who did
seen
you do it with,
a
my friend?
gentleman by the name of Froggy, Darius, and a few others.
Do not mention those names around Mr. Pavel.
I already have. That's what locked me in a cell.
Ah. Yes, he's... Darius and Froggy are former compatriots of his who tried to steal
They
a gang
backstabbed
out
him.
from underneath him,
They,
yes.
they kicked him out. They backstabbed
Yes.
him. They didn't keep their word. Yeah, trust me, I've heard the whole fucking story. I didn't know an ounce of it. But, after putting my life on the line for them and getting into 2 shootouts with the law for them and not seeing a single dollar, it makes total sense.
Well, those may be the very sort of people that got Miss Ivy in trouble with Pavel, so just, if you are truly done with them, make sure that you are truly done with them.
You know, I was never truly with them. I rode, Froggy was the only one that I knew. When I was here 9 months ago, I rode with a gentleman by the name of Jasper, and Froggy was one of them, and there were a few others that are either dead or haven't been seen in a while. I came back, and Froggy was the only one that was around still. I heard from multiple people that he's made a lot of enemies, more enemies than he has friends, and, you know, I was weary of that, but considering there hasn't been a single person in the crossing that I've met that has made it past the acquaintance stage, and Froggy was the only one that has been above that, wouldn't consider him a friend, and I wouldn't consider him necessarily as an acquaintance either. It'd be somewhere in purgatory between the two. He had a bank job planned out and said he needed another body. Considering how desperate that I am and his relationship to me, more than anybody else here, and that's not really saying much from what I've heard. I don't have an allegiance to him. It was really, I was there for the money and for the experience, you know. I wanted to learn something.
Sure, sure.
I did learn some things, but I didn't make any fucking money. Pavel paid me for my fucking time in a cell, more money than I've seen from Froggy, and I'm sure I could learn just the same amount from him, if not more, than from Froggy. So,
Mr. Froggy kept your cut, I suppose then.
so it seems I telegrammed him multiple times while I was here after the job, got nothing. Went to New York with my uncle for 4 days, came back, nothing.
Still nothing. I see, I see.
Yep.
I will keep my ear to the ground for you, my friend. I know there are a few about trying to find work.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. I got I got multiple avenues if people trust me enough. I got Mr. Pavel and the people from Limpany. Got a man by the name of Nate Bennett. I got a lady by the name of Margaret. So there's some avenues.
The Red Jacks are a good group. I know a few of them. In fact, were I not so set on my own course, I very nearly would have won the sash with them, I think.
I see. So outside of Froggy, who I only rode with because, like I said, I had prior connections to, it seems like I've been making connections with the right people, which is what I like to hear.
I would call Nate Bennett one of the right people, yes.
You know, I try to talk to everybody. A lot of people don't like my my brash nature, but to each their own. I'm not for everybody.
Very true. Very true. Well, Mr.
How I see it,
Rattlesnake?
Egypt, you either love me or you fucking hate me.
Egypt.
There's no in between.
Well, you have met one who is in between at this point, though.
Oh, don't say that.
I am more towards the. I don't mind you.
Oh, I see how it fucking is. You only smash into me with your horse, almost break my leg, and you're in between, huh? We had a good conversation, we shared a bowl of stew together, and you're in between, huh?
We did, but I'm in between with most folk.
Get the fuck out of here.
As I said, if I can find work for you, I will pass it your way.
Now listen, do you buy coal?
Uh,
Howdy, madam. Who the hell are you?
I could.
Who's asking?
Depends who's asking me who's asking.
Well, I suppose it's neither of our business then.
Alright, it's Rattlesnake that's asking. Who are you?
Oh, we've met before. You hit
Have
about your
we?
horse. Aye.
Who the hell are you?
Remember you got me up in the medical office.
I don't remember. I've been in New York for 4 days. I don't have the greatest memory.
Fair enough. Aye. I suppose you don't know me then.
Wait a second. Did I drop you off at the medical office here in Armadillo?
Yeah, aye. You got me back up on my feet and then ran away.
You owe me one.
Do I owe you one? Why you want another medical bag?
I think you do.
Here, have a medical.
No, I don't want your fucking medical bag. Oh,
Well,
no,
that's the best I
stop
can
it.
get you.
Put your hand back in your goddamn pocket.
Aye, my hand's back in my pocket. Jeez.
Remind me of your name again.
Cat.
Cat. Meow.
Yep, that's
Okay,
right.
How could I forget? The hell are you
How
doing
could you
down here?
forget? You live in Armadillo.
Do you now? With who?
Depends who's asking. You're
Oh,
asking a lot of questions.
I'm a curious fucking man. They call me Curious Rattlesnake for a reason. And you know what? Mr. Abdul Egypt is also asking.
Oh, I've seen. Haven't I played the piano for you before in the saloon?
You may have. You may have.
You play the piano and you didn't play the piano for me?
Rattlesnake,
hell?
you
You
have to
ran
learn to
away.
ask these things nicely.
I was busy at the time, okay? You're not a law woman, are you?
No, I'm
Oh,
the
okay.
opposite.
Okay, well in that
Okay.
case, I was gearing up for a goddamn bank job. I didn't have time.
Aye, fair enough. Yeah, if you hadn't have got me back on my feet, I'd be in Sisika right now, so we're in the same boat.
Wait, really?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm probably wanted. I robbed that bank without my mask on. I got into 2 shootouts with the law.
Probably then. Yeah, that's generally how that happens.
Maybe. Then
Mr.
again,
Rattlesnake, I shall leave you and Miss Cat to talk business. It seems as though you may be able to help one another.
maybe. Who knows?
Oh, I'm not much help.
All right, Mr. Egypt. Well, you have a good one. All right. We'll be in contact. You got my telegram, right?
We will.
I know I
And
have
do,
yours.
yes.
All right.
Farewell, my friend.
Stay safe now, okay?
You as well.
I have.
Thank you. What the hell do you do, Cat?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm trying to remember who the heck plays Rattlesnake. Because his voice sounds so familiar to me. I don't think it's anybody that streams. He's got a particular, like, theme to his voice. Oh, you're out there now. Oh, and you're too low. Dang, that was a good shot. I guess.
Nice little clutch of game you got yourself.
Not bad for spooking it. Having to try to shoot it that way. Hopefully there's some folks in Thieves. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go in the hotel room and go to bed. Yeah. Nobody here. All right. Cool. Jabass. I do find it funny that it's a real thing they burn dead. Alright, friends. We'll be on tomorrow afternoon. We got a psychologist appointment. Hopefully it will not take super long. And then probably we'll be back on after. I have a thing that I'm going to do. But I mean, we got to try and meet with Deputy Wainwright and here at some point. So thanks so much for hanging, viewing. I'll see you later.